All right, people, what the hell is going on? Let me get pretty right quick. Ah, yeah. Anyway, I'm sitting in the motherfucking house. It is, what is it? It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday, and I am just sitting in the house and had my normal day up to this point. Do a little bit of something this morning. I did a little bit of exercise, but, don't look like it. And played me some video games. I'm kind of tired of playing video games. Kind of funny how this sparkling water. You drink this shit when you thirsty. You just gonna be thirsty. Yeah, I play my video games, and I'm tired of that. The other side, I wanted to do me a little video because I got a few things on my brain. Well, I got a bunch of stuff on my goddamn brain. Some of it I can't do shit about. But I saw a post today. A friend of mine posted. I spoke to a friend of mine. And she said she was at the Mardi Gras. They live out, towards that area out there where they do that shit. And it got me thinking, I'm like, man, I'm missing out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, legit, I am missing the fuck out. Shit is going on. Fucked up part about it is, it don't matter whether you moving around or sitting still. Life happens. You know what I'm saying? Life happens. And, excuse me, you won't be thirsty. I mean, you still be thirsty and belching, which is why you got to keep drinking the shit. Yeah, but I'm missing out, man. I've been sitting around here since 2018. I can't say that's the last time I had a job, because I did have a job a couple of years ago for about a month. However long I was at that goddamn job. And even then, I just been sitting around here doing a whole bunch of nothing. Most of it due to, financial circumstance to start with, and then now, vision. And I tell you what, I ain't on Facebook like I used to be, but so I don't hop on Facebook and you see the memories this day back in blah blah blah. I get enough of that shit on Google Photos. Google Photos will throw that shit up in your face every goddamn day. Hey, look what you did 8 fucking years ago. Hey, look what you did, 5 years ago. And all this shit, I'm like, man, you don't really mind that shit. It's now where you be like, I don't want to see that shit, man. You showing me times and shit where I can move around and do what the fuck I want to do now, and I'm a fucking shut-in for the most part. Most people won't agree with that, but yeah, I'm a fucking shut-in. I can't just leave the house and shit like I want to. Most of it because of my vision, and some of it's because it's a waste of fucking money at this point. Unless I do like I did in what was that? Goddamn. December. Goddamn, man. Like I did in December, where I had, I went to Vegas. But that wasn't no spur of the moment shit. That shit was planned since the spring of last year. And even then, it kind of on that actual trip, kind of reminded me that, moving around, traveling and shit ain't exactly, the business these days. You know what I'm saying? You can't see I can't be going nowhere that's unfamiliar and all this other shit and all the other. Not unless I'm actually with somebody. Then it's a little bit different. But used to go in some places by myself. I can do it, but it's more difficult. I was in Vegas for fucking 6 days. 2 of those days I had a guest, but 4 of those days, was it 6 or 7 days? However the fuck long I was there. I think it was 7 days because they had to add a day. Yeah, because I was there 2 days. I had a guest 2 days, and then I was there 3 days afterwards. Yeah. And it's not easy for me to move around. It ain't like I can't walk and no shit like that. It just it's not comfortable. You know what I'm saying? When you can't see shit, it's just like, okay, if it ain't fucking daytime, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't just fucking broad ass daylight, you know, then shit gets real iffy walking around. It does. I figured that out when I went to the strip the first time at night. I was out there and they get fucking around. It got dark. Oh man. You see all them lights and shit out there? You see all the fucking lights? You know, when you just looking at Vegas and shit like that, somebody like me with my eyes is dark. I can see the lights, but the lights don't. I can't see the illumination. You know, it's weird. And it's not fun to move around in. If people say shit, my friend said she was at the at the Mardi Gras and all this other stuff. I said, it's Mardi Gras time. See? And I was like, see, I'm not even keeping up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the last couple of years, like, down here, we had a rodeo. We got Mardi Gras down here, too. Well, I'm in Houston, so. We had a Mardi Gras, but the Mardi Gras is in Galveston. That's like 50 miles that way. Galveston look just like New Orleans. And they have Mardi Gras down there. All the different days for a week, however, they do all that shit. You know, they got the beads and all that shit down on the Strand. And like I said, the Strand, and it looked just like fucking Bourbon Street or the French Quarter. It looked just like it. So you can go down there and get the same, you know, get that experience if you don't want to drive all the way to New Orleans or some shit. But I wonder where else they do Mardi Gras. I'm pretty sure there's quite a few other places that they do that whole carnival thing. But anyway, go down to Galveston and check that shit out. I used to just get the fuck up and go. You know what I'm saying? Pissed me off when I start actually thinking about it. I mean, I've been sitting up in this house. It's just like, get up and go. Get up and go. And I just can't get up. I can get up and go. It's not smart to. Or it'll cost too much for me to go. Like, I'd like to get the fuck up, go to Galveston, even not during Mardi Gras. Or I get up, go to Kemah for a little while. Just chill the fuck out on the boardwalk and do that. Now, I can do it. I have to catch a fucking Uber. You know what I'm saying? That's going to cost me about $60, $70, however much it's going to fucking cost to get there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I started to realize I'm missing out on shit, man. And you get comfortable, and you get comfortable sitting around the house. You know what I'm saying? You get comfortable sitting around the house when you really can't do nothing else. You want to walk, get up, walk around the block. I can't even do that shit around here. Motherfuckers and these goddamn dogs. I had a dog jump out on me yesterday. I'm walking down the street, I walk the same fucking way, and all of a sudden this dog gets some nuts and want to run out at me. You know, and I had my stick. I pulled my stick out because I keep a stick. I wear my backpack, and right in between the loops in the back, I keep a stick, and they got nails in it. They got nails in it. So, dog come running out there, and I got to peel out the goddamn stick, start fussing at the goddamn dog and shit. But it started to get like that everywhere I walk. You know, it started to be like, okay, I get around on the other side of the freeway every once in a while you run across a goddamn dog. Okay, I don't want to walk over there no more because motherfuckers, dogs is out in the open, or they got their dog chained up on a back street where the dog can get into the fucking street chained up. I'm like, God damn. So I don't walk over there no more. I can walk over there, but you can't deviate off the main fucking street. You know what I'm saying? You know, the whole beauty of walking through a neighborhood is to walk through the neighborhood. You can't even walk through the goddamn neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay on the feeder road, on the main street. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what the fuck is going to happen. You know, then it got to the point where it's over here. Even everywhere I walk this around here all the time. And then, when the fuck did you get a dog? I've been walking around here for 2 years. I ain't never seen a dog. All of a sudden, there's a dog here cussing at me through the goddamn gate. Now it's to the point where I was like, okay, I had to carry my gun for a while. Because I've had to pull my gun on dogs, right? I didn't shoot no dog. And that was right on the back street behind my house. That dog ain't there no more. Them people moved. But, you know, the dog come running out there. You see now, the dog was like right next to me too. And I'm like, if I'd have just shot this dog, it would have been blood all over me. And I would have kept walking right up the goddamn street. Don't get mad at me. Your dog jump at me and I shoot that motherfucker. I'm just saying. Because that's what the fuck is going to happen. But it got to the point where I was like, I don't want to be walking around with my gun because of some fucking dogs. Because that's all you got to worry about around here. People don't fuck with you. There's the fucking animals around here. So I just stopped walking. I started walking the other day and then I get jumped out by a fucking dog, you know, somewhere where, you know, they had a dog over there. It was some little dog. He come out in the street. And you just like, hey, go on about your business. You just keep on going. And this was a bigger dog. And I'm like, okay. And I know those people. Well, I know who they are. Because their daughter, well, both of their daughters are in my age group. So I sure hate to shoot y'all dog. I really hate to, but if I decide I want to walk, I gotta carry this motherfucker right here. And I don't want to. Yeah, but you know, shit like that keep you in the fucking house. Just for fucking walking. I want to go here and there. You know, I still have the desire to go places, not travel like some people, because I don't have that. But I don't have the travel bug. Every once in a while, I do it, but I always go to Vegas. I always go to Vegas, but if I do end up going somewhere else, it won't be my trip. You know, excuse me, it'll be somebody else's trip. When everything was good, I'd go to New Orleans by myself. Go somewhere like Austin or San Antonio, because I'm in Houston. So if you just traveling within my range, that's about as far as you gonna go. I ain't one of them road trip motherfuckers. I don't even like driving out towards New Orleans. That is a long ass fucking drive. That you know, luckily I was driving a Cadillac at the time, so you know, the ride itself wasn't bad. But I'm just like, ah, man. I've had harder rides going to fucking Austin and San Antonio where I'm just like, man, I need to get up out this fucking car. And generally, I be riding with people. I still get car sick. I got car sick a couple of weeks ago, last month. Riding with my little cousin. Got up out that car. You know what I'm saying? But I still want to go. I get the itch to be out the house doing something. But like right now, I don't have that kind of access. You know what I'm saying? Generally, like I just go by myself. Every so often, I get an invite for something. Somebody have something planned that they gonna go do, and then invite me. And generally, even if it's something I'm not interested in, I'd go because that opportunity that don't come but once or twice a year, like literally once or twice a year, somebody have some event and they'll invite me to go, and I'll be like, okay, you know, and generally they have to come by, pick me up and all that kind of shit, but you know, they know the deal. You know, something like that. You know, that might come along, but you know, that springtime or whatever, when the people start loosening up and get ready to go out, that some of that might pop up. But for the most part, you know, and I don't be sitting around waiting on that either. I just sit in the fucking house. You know, I'll be watching, like right now, I'm gonna go back and watch Woman King. That shit popped up. Somebody asked me, did I see Woman King? And I was like, nah, I hadn't seen it. I heard of it. I saw previews when I went to the, I don't know if I went to the movie and saw previews, because last time I went to a movie was quite a while ago, so it probably wasn't that. But I did see the previews. I think it was probably on YouTube or something like that. I saw the previews for it, but I never went and saw the movie. And then I asked a friend of mine, did they see it? And they said, yeah, it was good. You know, she saw it twice and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to watch Woman King. You know, and that's it. That's the evening. That's what's planned up. You know. And like I said, I don't have that kind of access no more where it's like you have somebody that you just do that kind of stuff with. You know. That shit been gone since before I stopped working back in 2018. It's been gone since before then. Because by the time I stopped working, I was working that part-time job for a couple of years. I ain't have money to do shit. I was broke as hell. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like I was just up living it then. Before then, a little bit. But since then, no, hell no. You know, just think about it. You know, you gotta call up somebody to do this, that, and the other. Not while I'm not driving, because once it got to the point where I wasn't driving, everything dried up. Everything dried. When it get to the point where, nigga, when I got to the point where I couldn't go to people, motherfuckers wasn't coming to me. You know what I'm saying? Unless I had something in my hand for them, some kind of gift or some shit like that, I was doing. Yeah. Yeah, that was it. And I cut that shit out. I really did. Only people that get gifts from me is people I get gifts from. And at this point, that's only one motherfucker. You know, and I've been, and you know, I don't really think about it a whole lot. I just think about it in terms that, you know, shit be going on, and I know that I'm like missing out on shit. You know what I'm saying? I know that I'm missing out on shit. There's a whole lot of shit going on out there. I'm not really a part of it, which not necessarily a bad thing. You know, but when you see your people going out doing shit and doing this, that, and the other, then you start to think about it. You be like, man, I ain't done shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I really hadn't. I ain't done shit. I went to Vegas, but that wasn't even a good trip. You know? And somebody, like I got on my little dating profiles that I'm not really mobile. You know what I'm saying? I don't, and you could take that many different ways. But when I say I'm not mobile, that means that I don't move around, move around like normal people. Not that I'm immobile, like I'm in a wheelchair or some shit like that. This chick sent me a message on one of them days. I don't even remember which one. Somebody, you look pretty mobile to me. I'm like, well, I'm not. You know, well, I'm not, motherfucker, shit. And I mean that in both sense of the words, because, you know, I can walk, but if some shit was to happen, I had to run. Oh man, it's a wrap. If it ain't some shit I can fight or slap, then, you know, whatever, man. Like a dog try to fucking chase me or some shit like that. If I ain't got my stick or something, I gotta fight with that motherfucker. I can't run from no damn dog. Most people can't run from a dog, period. But I can't even just turn around and try to, you know, do this shit right here. I mean, I can try. I ain't gonna get nowhere. I'll probably end up pulling the goddamn muscle. And that's another thing, you know, just try to get out and walk and shit like that. I went to Vegas, man, walking around out there, and you know how it is. You do a whole bunch of walking, then you end up running, and you know, if you go to Vegas, you know, all them escalators and shit don't always work. So your ass run into some guy. You do enough regular walking to you know, to break your legs down, you know, itself. Then you run across those goddamn steps. Them steps, man, oh man. Depending on how long you stand, them steps can ruin the rest of your trip. You be out there trying to walk that shit off because you ain't got really no choice. Yeah, getting out and walking and doing all kind of just not really active, man. Because I mean, where I'm living, ain't really shit to do. At least around here, I live in Fifth Ward. Ain't shit to get out and just do around here. It really ain't. I'm trying to think. It ain't nothing to do around here. Which is another thing about, other than the dogs and shit getting after your ass when you just trying to walk around a goddamn block, is the fact that it's nothing to see. It's nothing to see. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to see. Like if it was a shopping center. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it is a shopping center. I don't even know if you can call it. It's a strip center there. It ain't no shopping over there to be done. It's a liquor store, a cash checking place. It might be a barber shop and a Mexican restaurant. It might be something else. It used to be a cleaners over there. I don't know if their cleaners are still over there. That's it. You got the Mexican restaurant, barber shop, cleaners used to be there. It maybe not. And you had the little check cashing place or whatever the fuck, one of those kind of places. And then there's probably an empty ass store place where they used to have a little dollar store type store there. And then the liquor store. That's it, man. Ain't no reason to go over there. It ain't no reason to go over there. And that's most of this shit over here. You walk around the block, if I walk that in, it's just like shit. Nothing over here. You walk that in, it's just shit over here either. You know, it's just like, goddamn. You see people, they out doing shit, moving around, then you start to get envious. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I want to do that. I mean, like I said, I can, but when you get to a point where you got, even going to the fucking gym, it's like, yeah, I can go to the gym, but I got to Uber my ass to the gym. I mean, that's $30 getting there and back. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna do that shit 2, 3, 4 times a week? That's a round trip. That shit costs about $30, man. I'm just like, every once in a while I get an itch and just do it, but it won't get done after that. You know, you go to the gym, get you a good workout, like you done accomplished something, and you don't end up going back to the gym for another few months. You know what I'm saying? Like I did do workout today. I went out. I did some bench presses today, and I can't really even call that a fucking workout because I don't feel sore. I did do lift till it was kind of hard to lift, but everything is hard to lift. I ain't fucking been working out. I gotta find a way to keep that shit up and integrate some more exercises into that shit. But moving around, I gotta find a way to move around a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know, maybe after I get whatever drama I got going on with the house settled, you know what I'm saying? I might be here, I might not. But after that's all is said and done, you know, have to establish, well, I'll be establishing a new routine either way, you know, but establish a new routine to where I can get, you know, get some shit accomplished as far as just me moving and shit. I've been sitting in the house too long. I'm like a glorified prisoner. You know what I'm saying? You know, like one of those work release prisoners. You know, they can leave and go to work and shit. They go sit somewhere, do a job, and then they come back to the prison and sleep and eat, and then wake up in the morning and go to a fucking job. You know what I'm saying? They do have that out there. For y'all that's curious, you look it up. It is a thing. But I got to find a way back. Whew. Shit, I don't even know if I'm gonna make it through this goddamn movie. It is getting literally this. What time is it? This clock not even right. Let me see. Is this on a? Hold on. Why is this on full screen? Oh damn, full screen. 7. So it's probably about 7:30 now. Which yeah, that's when I start to get sleepy. Most of what I do during the day got one thing or another to do with the goddamn stock market. So, you know, I'm up at fucking anywhere between 3 and 6 in the goddamn morning, depending on where I fall asleep. And I try to stay up. You know, I wake up and I try to stay up till this time. So when it's time to go to sleep, I take my ass to sleep. Hey, shit, I'm yawning. You can see the fuck I'm yawning. So it fucking worked. But I don't want to go to, I'm gonna try to watch the movie. I don't want to go to sleep this goddamn early. I want to go to bed at around by 10 o'clock. So that means I'll wake up at about 5, 6 in the morning or some shit like that for tomorrow. But that's what I wanted to talk about, get that little bit off my chest. You know, so you notice yourself missing out and because your lack of mobility, you know, and really ain't shit I can really do about it, but notice it. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is sit and notice it. And then the few times I do get out, you know what I'm saying, try to enjoy those as much as I can. But it takes a lot to get me out. It's like I said, the whole online dating thing ain't went no goddamn well. I ain't even run across nobody that I wanted to fucking even meet. And even if it was somebody I wanted to meet, the fucking conversation don't last worth shit. It really don't. So even that, where I say, you know what, you know, I ease up on a little bit of stuff. You know, everybody got their little rules and shit. You know, that I might go out and meet some people. It still depends on where the fuck they at. You know. But even then, it don't even, whatever I'm going through online don't even get to that point. You know what I'm saying? It don't never get to that point where, well, you know, if you want to meet, let's set something up and blah, blah, blah. Nah, that shit fizzles out about 3 messages into the inbox. It don't even last that long. So I'm, you know what I'm saying, not enough. I don't even get disappointed. You know, there's a point where I say that's what happens. That's how I've been going for the last however many years since the last time I met somebody. Yeah, whatever. I can't remember, 2021 or some shit like that. Last time I met somebody, maybe, I don't know. It's something like that. So it is what it is. Can't really you can't really matter of fact, is it 2021 or 2020? Could have been 2020 for all I know. Yeah, it could have been like late 2020, last time I met somebody. Yeah, it's fucking 2023 now, so it's been a minute since I actually met somebody, and that wasn't gonna never go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like you go meet somebody and blah blah blah, and it's just like, yeah. I mean, y'all might be friends, cool or whatever, but other than that, it wasn't going nowhere. She was way older than me. I'm 47. I'm still in my 40s. She into her 60s. So, she into her 60s now. She was about to turn 60 when I met her about 3-4 years ago, however fucking long it's been. But you know, it was just wasn't that man. It really wasn't. Anyway, let me get to this movie. I done bitched and moaned enough. I just wanted to shoot a goddamn video because I really ain't had nothing entertaining to talk about. I did my last entertaining video, at least it was entertaining to me, was the last one I did, you know, see about the broad that was telling me about myself in the inbox. So, until next time, my fine folks, I will catch y'all later.